Well, that's us here. Change of plan. Smaller lake because the other lake was very busy, but we're set up ready to put out the boat. I'll just show you around a little bit, but we've got, as you can see, probably a bit of a mess here with all my stuff. The two rods are there ready to have the hook link attached. I have the tablet there. But this is a little lake, and there's some good signs there. There's some nice fizzing. Don't know if you've seen that. But little lake, just very, very small. It's an exclusive, so it'll only be me on it. And come right around this way. I'll try to get the drone up later. We can have a look. It just continues on down there. But we're going to send the boat out for the first time, have a look around, see if there's any spots, see if we can have any signs of fish. But it's a good little place. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Okay, so now I have the boat out for the first time. I'll show you a little bit on the screen and what it looks like. So the boat is just there, as you can see. And then here is our sonar screen. So if I just move the boat around, see it's starting to move the boat now. You can see the various colors move. We're scanning the depth. We're looking at any contrast changes. We're looking at the bottom to see, is there anything there that's going to cause snags? And obviously if there's any fish, it will show up. But mainly we're looking at the bottom to see how hard it is, see how our rig placement will be. And we're looking at, is there any weeds or any snag, anything I should be aware of? So I'm heading over towards the reed line now. So if you can see that, you can see the red light in the back of the boat there. And as we get out here, should get a little bit more weedy. If I just turn it around a wee second, I'll bring it back towards myself. You can just see how the bottom changes depending on where we are, what we're doing, bringing the boat back towards me here. You can see through those hedges there. But normally there's quite some fish just hanging out at the edge of this island, so I'm going to bring it in close to the edge of this island. And ideally what I want to do is bring it up to the edge of a weed bed, but where it's still clear for me, put a rig. But ideally we'll have some fish kind of saddling around there, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to keep bringing this boat in. See a little bit of an elevation change here. We're slightly going up into a little bit of a weed bed. You can see we're heading into weeds there based on the colors we got. So the edge of the weed bed will be back a little bit if I just take the boat back. We'll see this change here ever so slightly. So I wouldn't want to put a rig there. You can see that's all weed material. So basically looking for your closest option that isn't weed. If I just keep bringing it out here a little bit. Looking for the next clear spot. So as soon as this goes clear, I'm going to mark it as a spot on the boat. And that's where my right-hand rod's going to go. So I'm going to save that as my number one target there. I basically saved it in. You can't see my controller. Here's my controller. And I have number one saved here, which is right in this spot here. And potentially some of those waves could be fish, but we'll bring the boat round and we'll look at where we're going to put the second rod. So here we are. Have a nice little carp lake. Can't give away the location because the owner doesn't want it to be exposed, but we're fishing, we're on the deck. It's a nice little place. Really good to be here. So as you can see, it's a nice spot. It's really nice here. Everything you can see is, it's a beautiful, small, exclusive lake. Just here fishing today, just be a day rate. So we'll have a look at what that looks like. Well, it's about just after 9 a.m. Both rods are in the water now. So we're fishing. I'll show you, there's my setup. Two 10-foot Kaizen greens. I think they're 3.25s. Shimano bait runners. I'm using, can't remember the line. I think it might be Ridge Monkey line, Scarecrow fluorocarbon leader down to a combi multi-rig, and I'm fishing on the deck. but you can see some movement there in the fish. There's some bits and pieces here, nothing massive, but you can see just 2 rods here, 2 rod rule. Should be a boat, and then my general mess here. I haven't even got to the point of putting up the bivvy because the weather is actually lovely. If you look, it's a beautiful autumn's day. So we're heading closer and closer to Christmas, but we've got everything set up. We're ready to go. Now I just need to wait for the fish to come along and hopefully take a bite. But if I get any beeps or I see or hear anything, I'll keep you guys updated. Well, it's near 10 o'clock. No exciting news, no bites, nothing on the alarm. But, you know, at this time of year with cold waters and cold temperature moving in, it's pretty expected. I have put up the little bivvy, the little shelter. I haven't moved all my stuff in yet, as you can see from over there. There is, you know, a good bit of movement on the water. There is fish movement. I can see a little bit of feeding. I just need them to find my bait. I'm very cautious in putting more bait out there. I put less than a handful out and a bottom bait because I don't know how much they're feeding. I don't want to overfeed the area and then, you know, they'll swipe in, take some food and then disappear. I want just enough that they can get something, have something. But, you know, give it an hour, 2 hours, see what happens. Might move the rods, but they're in a good position in terms of they're at the edge of the weed bed. Fish will be in there and it should be a clear bottom, so the rig will be well presented. We'll give it a chance. So as you can see, still fishing away here. It's a beautiful day. I mean, the weather's great for this time of year. No complaints whatsoever. No bites yet. Well, the time now is it's 20 past 1. Still no fish. Some shows, but no instant sign of anything. I mean, not sure how good the drone footage will end up. I put the drone up a few times and tried to record, so I'm not sure if it works because it's the first time using the drone, so I'll keep updating here. Brought the rods in and reset them all there about 10 minutes ago. Just a little bit more bait out with them and used the sonar on the boat to make sure I'm definitely on clear spots, and I am. So if the fish are hungry, I am positive the rig will be presented well. There's a bit of food there for them, so still fingers crossed that we can do something here. Well, that's me close to home. Not a bad day all in all. Not the worst day weather-wise. Just a bit cold. I think I'm still getting used to the cold. Haven't yet. Hopefully Santa Claus will have something nice for me this year. Maybe like a nice thermal suit to keep me warm. We can live in hope. I've dropped enough hints, so we'll see what happens there. Still nice to get the rods out. You know, whether you blank or whether you catch, it's still nice to get the rods out and be outside. It's nice to have something to look forward to. So even when you're at home and you're planning and getting stuff ready to go fishing, I still genuinely get an excitement there. I'm assuming other anglers do as well. So half the excitement is planning the trip and getting out. It would be great to catch, of course. It always is great to catch, but it's not the be-all and end-all of it. You know, I'm trying to learn how to pack lighter for day sessions, but I certainly find it more difficult with carp because there's so many things that you need to kind of make sure you've got enough to go with. But yeah, this is what you've seen today is basically my light setup, believe it or not. When I'm going for an overnight or longer, there's much more than that. So you'll certainly see that in the future when I do more videos. But for now, we'll leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's just more of a representation of, you know, fishing as an amateur angler, not having large funds, not having sponsorship and all of that good stuff. Just a normal average guy trying to learn the art and craft of fishing. Obviously, any comments are welcome. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see. Thanks, everyone.